Yo guys, welcome back. We are again recording a little bit. We are going to do some regional prep today. I am going to a few regionals this year. I have 3 decks I'm looking at, like testing and talking about what is the pros and cons, what maybe will be changed in the list, just for more consistency and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. So we are looking at 3 decks. This is based a little bit on the World's results, but also how I predict the meta to change. I will look into Dragapults, Charizard, and Bolt, Raging Bolt. My goal is to make it to day 2. That is what I want to do. If we get further than that, that's a nice one. Here, the early regionals, I don't expect to win because my last few regionals I didn't even make it into day 2. So now that's just the goal. We are playing meta this season. We are trying to make it into like the top results. I tested this list once yesterday. The only thing that I think that might end up being changed is actually somehow find space for rare candy. I want to have a little bit more aggressive options. Either that is cutting a pulse, could be cutting Monkidori. I don't think Monkidori is super great in this list. The reason for that is because I feel like it's lacking some damage manipulations. Like a lot of decks is going for one-shots right now. We have Guardian which can one-shot, Sard can one-shot in late game, and we have Raging Bolt, Goldingo. So I'm thinking about cutting Dory and then adding a rare candy. And then just for consistency's sake, cut one of these for another fire energy. That's like the changes I've thought about on this list. Else it's very similar to what is his name? If we go under Worlds, yeah, Justin Newdorf's list. In general, Justin Newdorf had an amazing list. I just think there's a few tweaks I would like to make to just have a little bit more of a punchline in the beginning if that's needed. If you saw the finals game, Justin Newdorf lost mainly because he didn't have this extra punch in the early game. If he could play it a little more aggressive, he could actually take down Gardevoir. I have tested that matchup once. It feels like if Dragapult can get aggressive out of the gates, it can beat Gardevoir sometimes, which is why I make these changes to give myself that aggressive option. Then I will practice Sard. I honestly loved Ivan's list. Looks so sick. The only thing I might change is cutting Squawk for another Dusknoir. That's like my only thing I don't particularly like. That's the Squawk. Cutting this for one more of these. And that's actually it. In general, I think Sard is an amazing deck. Why run 3-3 line? 3-2-3 line? Kind of makes sense. But in general, I think it's an amazing list. I just feel like you need that 2-2 line of Dusknoir to make it consistent. The Secret Box is a super sick tech to see. Mesagoza I really like. It's a coin flip card, but it's helping Sard out a ton. So yeah. Sard is definitely also on my list to test. And then we have this Raging Bolt. I like the Shin Pao tech really a lot here. So Raging Bolt is a deck I have been like, I don't want to test it because everyone says it's a simple deck and there's not much skill in it. Honestly, after seeing it at Worlds, I have realized there is a lot of skill going into Raging Bolt. The energy switch that makes you able to go for aggressive Raging Bolt plays in early game. The teal dances, when should you use it, how to like prioritize what needs to get out of the deck, what needs to stay in. Like there's a lot of nice stuff you can do with this deck. So I feel like it's a deck I have to test, I have to like learn how it works. Maybe not play it, this is like a fallback option, but I definitely feel like it's a good deck to learn as a fallback option. So But yeah, I will do a lot of like videos on my test of how I perform at regionals and like how I test the decks and everything. I think I will do like 3 to 5 short videos a day. I will do a week, 2 longer videos, and 1 weekly live stream where I go over some deck testing, some what is it called, live tourneys and stuff like that. But I feel like we should go over what I expect to see at the next regionals. So I am not playing in Frankfurt. Frankfurt I didn't get a ticket for, also can't afford it. But I will play in Lille and Gdansk. That's those two I have like 100% said I will play in. In Lille, I expect us to see a very similar structure of deck as this one. Goldingo will still be super good. We will still see Dragapult, we will still see Raging Bolt, Charizard and Gardevoir, I think. And I think Flareon might pop up some more. Feel like Flareon have a better shot now at Goldingo as meta. Especially because if Goldingo becomes like top meta, we will see Charizard pop back. So therefore Leafeon might also be a better option now. That's just my prediction. I think we will see more Flareons. We will see when we get closer to the tournaments. But yeah, I think Grimmsnarl will fall out of the meta. It doesn't seem that strong anymore. So yeah, a very similar list to what we saw at Worlds. I expect to see it like the next tournaments. But a lot of Goldingos. And if you look at Worlds, we had Gardevoir winning from Riley McKay. It beat a Dragapult Dusknoir. I think Dragapult Dusknoir can still beat it. It just requires a lot of skill and a lot of like focus on how should I build my deck and everything. And it also requires you to stay calm under this pressure Gardevoir can put on you. So definitely a list that a deck I'm not like counting out, but a deck I need to test a lot into this matchup. Ivan really surprised everyone with Charizard. Like Charizard was one of the decks that had the best conversion rates, which makes sense because Goldingo's popularity and the same with Gardevoir's made Charizard such a good deck to see for Worlds. Then we had Raging Bull. Raging Bull is always good. Zorak, which popped up a little bit out of nowhere. Zorak, I don't know if we will continue to see. I feel like it's a counter pick to Gardevoir. Has a solid matchup into Goldingo as well, but it's not the top of my radar. It's a very skill-based deck, and those who understand it and know how to play well will continue to play it because they are on a whole different level. So yeah. But in general, I feel like what we will see in upcoming tournaments is very similar to Worlds, at least until Megas are released. We will probably see a little bit of a fall in Goldingos and people starting to like build some fire type based decks or Flareon. The Eevee box might pop more up because it has good matchup into Flareon, it has good matchups into Charizard and Zorak. You can technically make it good into Raging Bolt if you add a few cards, so it's a solid deck and I think we will see more of it, but it's not gonna be the number one meta deck. It's still gonna be a rogue archetype, so yeah. Then I expect us also to see stuff like Ho-Oh pop back up. If I can find him. There was one Ho-Oh who performed pretty decent. Let me find him. Oh yeah, and this wall archetype will always be a thing. Wall archetypes are super tough to get through. This is a deck, even if I played Dragapult, I would be like free. I might have Ogerpon I can drag up, but if they send up Farigarath, I cannot damage it. Oh wait, I can, it's a P6. No, it's this one I'm thinking about, the Milotic. So I have a lot of stuff I need to be aware of into this matchup. The thing is, it lacks consistency. That's a big issue with this deck. Again, it's the consistency. A lot of deck lags. So yeah. And even if they use Hero's Cape, I will pop the Dusknoir onto my low tick and then get through that way. So there's still options. But in general, I feel like these are the best decks to practice for me right now. That's Dragapult, Charizard, and and Raging Bolt. Those are the decks I will be testing, at least for now. It might change after this tournament, but for now I want to like start playing more meta decks and actually taking my Pokemon way more serious. So I will be like playing probably every day now and like really get into it. And then we will also like look what online tournaments there are with more than just a few players and actually put in a request to join. So we are ready to do our first stream with Dragapult. Mojo's Dojo. No. I feel like we take... Mojo's Dojo is one of the bigger ones. But what is the pricings? Actually, we could do it. That, I think. Either that or TLS. I just don't think I'm confident enough in Dragapult yet to like... Actually, let's do TLS. And I have some time to practice a bit and we will join that. Actually, no, we take Mojo's Dojo. Let's take this, we are registered. We will play in this, is the plan. So, check-in is already open. Perfect. And then I will submit my list and everything will be ready. We will take this one with Dragapult. That's the list I'm most confident in. As you see, submitted. This is the list we are practicing with right now. So if you want to see this tournament, it will be live later on today. So see you guys later on Twitch and YouTube. Until then, peace out.